Hello, everybody. Happy new moon in Pisces. All right, so I will put some timestamps for each sign. I will start with the sign of Pisces and then go up the zodiac. It is recommended to look at your natal moon sign too, and where Pisces maybe you have in your chart if you have a lot too in a stellium. And of course, this is the sun signs. So let's take a little bit of a collective here. Energies maybe for all of us too, from what I'm seeing. Okay, so there's a tendency to be a little bit lethargic. This new moon may make us a little bit lethargic or kind of passive. Almost like, I want to say there's a sense, of course, it's Pisces. And sometimes we want to feel a little bit of, I don't know, escapism. This is like, okay, so I'm supposed to do the mopping, cleaning today or something. I don't feel like doing it. I'm more into epiphanies, because I do see a lot of epiphanies coming through too. It is a new moon, so it is a new start and a new cycle. I do feel for some of you this is like a good spa day. So some of you may be taking care of that. There could be some issues that come around. I don't know, someone, if you're going in a very sunny spot, be careful of the sun, of sunburn. For others, you need to kind of get out in the sun. So I am seeing that kind of energy. This is an energy where I see it could be a little bit up and down with the emotions. I do see that we need to distinguish between our intuition and our imagination here too. But this could be the spark of some beautiful new ideas and some kind of excitement. So I do feel that energy. Our surroundings are very important, and they can trigger some kind of epiphany. So I am seeing that. I do feel that some of you may be looking into going to a spiritual career. So it may just trigger, hey, I need to do this. Or there could be some prophetic dreams, or just dreams that could be confusing. So I'm seeing that kind of energy. This is a great start for some dreams and goals that you do have. So I do feel that. But then you're feeling these insecurities at times, or it's like shaking up some kind of instabilities. But this is also finding creative ways of building more security in your life and dealing with these self-esteem issues. So I'm seeing that energy here too. I do feel that a lot of you, there's reminiscing from the past. You may be connected to the past somehow. Either you hear from someone, or you may dream something you didn't think of or forgot about in a long time. So I do see past is connected somehow as well. I do feel that some of you will be, this is great for musicians. Maybe if you're an influencer or something, it may come up with a new dance step or something that can go pretty viral. I do see that energy as well. All right, so let's now start with Pisces. Pisces, there's some frustrations. There's up and downs with moods here. So I do feel that energy. You may need some rest, okay, but it's a recuperation, retreating a little bit, get some extra sleep maybe. But I do see here, this is even contemplating your next moves. So I do see that maybe the lethargic is more with you. But this is like a recovery period. If you haven't been feeling well, maybe this is where you're going to have more energy. From lethargic energy, you go into like more excitement. So I do feel that energy. Your passions may strike. Okay, so this is something maybe you've been wanting to do for a while, or you've been kind of broody, moody about something, and then you pick yourself up and say, "Hey, I can do this." So this could be even sparks of new ideas. Your intuition is strong here. You're very persuasive now too. Okay, you have this inner strength that you probably are going to realize even more. Like maybe you get something done and you're like, wow, I accomplished this. Wow. I do see that energy. Yes, there is some new money I feel coming your way. Okay, so this is like either gifts or ways to make money. It's like your life. It's an expression of you. So it's how you express yourself. And life is more than just existing. And I think some of you are going to realize more of that. It's a time for you to feel and release all that you've accumulated on your journey so far. It is a fresh new beginning for you. But I do see there are some negative thoughts here. You're unhappy at times as well. Now, I am seeing here for Pisces, music is important. This is like listening to music. Don't listen to anything that makes you depressed. But I do feel for musicians in that this could be, you could be coming out with wonderful lyrics, music, playing instruments. Some of you may start doing that too. You do tend to have these negative thoughts and manifestations. You really don't want to manifest anything negative because your thoughts really can become a reality. So being practical is going to be important. It's like you're kind of thinking negative or pessimistic with some things. This is where you're holding yourself back. You have more talent. You have more resources than what you know. You're going to be starting to make some strong milestones. Okay. So now to maybe next year, definitely you're going to look back and say, wow, what I accomplished. Don't, I want to say, don't delve into a victim mentality. Okay, because it's almost like something may trigger the past or what's been going on, and in that way you're kind of holding yourself back. It's like entrapment. You're holding yourself back somehow because there's just a beautiful energy here for you. This is a time to walk your own journey, and it is essential to stay on your own path. Keep going. Okay, so this is a time to create something new, walk your own journey. And definitely seeing some absolute decisions coming in. And this is good for business as well. And addressing the ego here. This is addressing the self-esteem and I can do it mode. Okay, so I do feel that energy. Some of you may be dealing with needing to kind of discipline yourself. So this is where a time where you may even start making some kind of to-do list and sticking to it, a routine. Like, okay, I don't feel like doing this, but you know what? I have to get it done. I have to get it done. And you're going to feel much better when you do. These are even your own truths kind of being revealed here. This is like something's coming up. You could have that energy where something triggers from the past, maybe a dream. So the past is connected to you as well. But it's a fresh start. And you're going to know how to handle a situation, or some kind of epiphany comes, and it just kind of sparks a total new cycle for you. Okay. All right. So that's it for Pisces. Now we are moving on to Aries. Aries, you have a completion here. Okay. It's like a new cycle that is beginning. For some of you, you've been trying to end something. This is either a money situation where maybe you've been overspending, or you said, okay, I'm not going to buy any more, I don't know, hand creams, and you still keep buying them. You know what I mean? You've been trying to end something. So I do see that energy. Compassion and love is showing up here as well. And this is a time to kind of, I want to say it's looking down the stone. So it indicates to me this could be something from the past, maybe something where I just want to say where maybe you felt hurt, or you're going to see a situation differently. You may have a strike of compassion or empathy for someone that maybe you had a fallout with. So I do feel that energy as well. I do feel here you've got some difficult decisions to make. Okay. It's not the easiest, but you're going to be weighing your options a lot. And there's a sense of avoidance, but you kind of have to face the music and try to close up a cycle. It's a new moon. There is some trust issues at times. You're not sure what to do, how to express something. There is a sense of a togetherness is very important here, and a settling of energy. Okay, a union and love and balance. It's really in focus here, so it is important. I do feel that something that may resurface, or something that you started or waited for last season for you, is a lot on your mind now. There is a maybe here with this union, or of coming of two get people together, or I want to say reconciling somehow. Love is very important, compassion and empathy for you. And remind yourself to just breathe sometimes. Okay, especially when you kind of like get frustrated, or you're trying to finish a cycle, or you're trying to eliminate something. It's taking some time, because this is almost like a karmic ending too. So take some time out to breathe. And remember, love is key. Okay, compassion, empathy. I'm definitely seeing that kind of energy. Definitely some difficult maybe decisions to make, and something that is connected to past season. For the rest of you, this energy may come up again in fall. For some reason, I'm picking this up, like maybe starting September 21st and that. So if this is not resolved now, there's a fresh start, but by fall, that there may be that reconciliation or something. Okay. All right. So Aries, that is your reading. Now we're going to move on to Taurus. Taurus, home foundation, lifestyle adjustments, other people's health and well-being is showing up here. Yes, this is a lot of options before you. This can indicate even travel. Groups of people, okay? And there's like, everybody has different forms of ideas. A lot of things of other people around you are going on in their life. They could have had mini crises, things like that. So I'm seeing that. Now, so you have some, I want to say, some challenges with people around you. And also, this is your energy, how much you give your time and spend on others' time, energy, or are you dragging in other people's problems? Because I do see staying out of drama is going to be very important as well. You may be feeling a little bit shaky. This is like the instabilities, but there's a little bit of exaggeration here. Okay, so some people around you, maybe they're having their crises and that, but they're kind of over exaggerating, or it's not exactly yours. You know what I mean? It's like you need to take a break from others. There can be some conflicts. I do see that, and people maybe around you, these are disagreements. There's tension that I see. Okay, but positivity, you're kind of the one who has to bring that positivity in, positive thinking. It is also telling you to stay on the course you are on, okay? Because you are definitely moving in the right direction. Whatever is going on here, you got the world here. So it's also saying completions are coming up. So stay the course that you're on, whether this is something that you're on a diet, what's been going on, stay the course, because you're moving in the right direction. All right. So there is that energy here of trying to find some kind of stability with the people around you. Some of you may enter a group or a club or a sports, where I do see you going into competing. This could be a marathon or something like that as well. And you can be victorious here. Okay. Some of you will kind of be the winner. Okay. So I'm seeing that kind of energy too. So stay the course. All right. So that wraps it up with Taurus. And now we're moving on to Gemini. Gemini, you have a tower. This is the world around you, work, career, ambitions, goals. Okay. So I do see that, making some kind of adjustments. Love, family, money, luck. It's all there. But what I'm seeing here, Gemini, is, and it's going to be different for everyone. There could be a sudden change, of course, with your career. This could be just a abrupt, quick changes that occur, okay, just out of the blue. So I am feeling that energy. I do feel here you're going to need to balance your time here. Everything in moderation is going to be important, okay? So some of you, this could be with work and then with family or your private life and trying to balance things. Patience is going to be important, and being very sensible. There is a purpose here, and finding meaning with where are you headed? Okay, so I do feel that energy. This is like some things may occur in the world around you, or people around you. Observe things, because then it's like it could be a mirror image for you. And it's like, oh, okay. Or it can kind of inspire you or kind of warn you. So I'm feeling that energy. Expect some quick changes. There are going to be some turn of events. All right. But then things are going to kind of flow in a natural course here. For some of you, it's like where you are now, you will be somewhere else. Okay. So whether it's work or relocating, there is that energy here. So, or your status quo, where, it's like enjoy the moments where you are, because soon you will be somewhere else. That there is some sudden change too. And doesn't mean it's going to happen exactly on the new moon, but there is some changes for you. It could be a career and could be something in your personal life. So there is definitely changes. This is also change and a lot of options available for you too, but expect some quick change and turn of events for good or for bad, some of you, but I feel it's more positive. Okay. All right. So that wraps it up for Gemini. Now we're moving on to Cancer. Cancer. Excuse me. This has been some restrictions or bumps in the road, unexpected work, workaholic type of energy. It's almost like you feel like, oh, I've accomplished this. And then it's like, oh, I forgot there's this left over. That's left over. So there is that kind of energy here. So we do see, this is hard work, perseverance. You will persevere though. This is coming into your empowerment too. So you have the, coming into your power here too. So you can definitely be manifesting things. It's your actions and your work will result in either good karma or you're going to have to go redo something. So everything you do now is going to be very important. This is like coming into some empowerment when it comes to work, career, to your ambitions and goals. For some of you, this is like if you have your own business, if you have, or your career, it's like there can be some changes here and making these kind of adjustments. All right. So what I do feel is there's a lot of action here. You definitely can create a lot here. Your self-confidence is boosting. It's like it's pushing you more and more into your destiny. You will get some clarity. You will have the willpower, and you will need the willpower. Your skills and your creativity is huge here. Okay. I do feel this is a beginning of new projects and new creative endeavors. So this is as above, so below too. Okay. Definitely everything you want and desire is there before you. So you definitely have that ability. You could be dealing with a Capricorn energy. Okay. Or someone who exhibits those energies. This is important time to see with what your heart is telling you to and your intuition. The time is now to hear the messages as well. So what is your heart telling you? What is your real goal? What is your intuition telling you? Okay, so following your heart is going to be very important too. There can be some really good news that comes in and you're going to really celebrate too. Something is just going to work out for you. There's a yes answer here too. So some good news should be coming in. You're going to celebrate. You're going to be able to get over the hurdles. Okay, so I do feel that energy. This is good with also spirituality. When we're dealing here with also, for some of you, going to be learning something. Maybe this is a quick study or something, but it's going to advance either your knowledge or your skills. So I do see that energy. Okay. All right. That's for Cancer. Now we're moving on to Leo. Leo, money, love, passionate energy. This is again, love and doing what you love. There's something here that is telling me that you're working on something that you definitely love or is near to the heart. Okay, so I am seeing diligence. Something is still a work in progress. You're focused on your stability. You're focused on manifestations. Your skills are coming up here. You got decisions, business. So I'm seeing that kind of energy here. Your diligence is very important. Your passion is showing up here too. But you do have this kind of workaholic type of energy. I want to say for some of you, it's perfectionist type of energy. You got some high standards here. Okay. For some of you are starting something. You're going to eventually master something. So I do see that you're healing your financial situation. You're healing the heart somehow as well. So I do feel that energy. Your skills and developing them is going to be very important. For some of you, this is like mundane energy too. It's like a repetitive task and going over something over and over again. This is showing that your diligence, hard work, and perseverance is definitely going to pay off. All right. So now it's like it's a new moon. You're about to complete it and start something new, or it's a new direction with it too. So it's going to bring some kind of love, money, and also being gentle with yourself is going to be very important. Okay. You do have a strong healing energy here. There will be some clarity. Something will be made clear to you. Definitely some epiphanies are coming through too. You are working on for some of you, some kind of masterpiece, something big for the future. You are your own greatest gift. Okay. So just know that your self-confidence is, showing up here. For some of you are going to be more confident about where you are headed, and your life's journey is your masterpiece. So you are actually creating your own reality with love and money and finances and things that you desire. So definitely seeing that kind of energy. There's a strong power to you. Okay. Yeah, so that concludes Leo. Now we're going to move on to Virgo. Virgo, love, compassion, feelings, something hidden, okay? New cycles, new thoughts. I do see that kind of energy. Virgo, there is a little bit of a frustration. Maybe there's something that's still bothering you. And this could be something that you've been wanting, or it's connected to love or a partnership. So I'm seeing that. So something, it's like everything could be going good, but then there's something that still is just missing or bothering you. Maybe it's comparing, someone from the past, or it's like, wait, why? Those were the good things. Why can't this person or the situation be like that? So we do see that kind of energy. I do feel here also that you're leading into something. There's an alpha energy to you, okay? Dominance, your ambitions, and your originality is coming through here too. But you need to mediate that, moderate that a little bit is what I'm feeling here. For Virgo, there is, for a lot of you, a new love coming in, or this is a renewal, a new beginning with love, okay? Love is definitely showing up here. A lot of compassion. For some of you, this is just very high creativity. For some of you, it's a strike of new feelings that maybe you didn't even thought you had, either for someone or for a project. I do see that. Spirituality is big here. Some of you are going to get very spiritual, and your intuition. For some of you, be maybe welcoming a new pet, or maybe a new baby is going to be born now. I do see that energy. Some addition to this could be a pet. Something new is coming in. Maybe someone has a baby, so it's welcoming a new one. For some of you, this could be a proposal, a marriage. Okay, marriage proposal may be coming through. Okay, now for a lot of you too, not some of you, because this is a very general reading. I do feel too that there can be some kind of addiction, or something that you've been trying to break, and this is the chance that you will. Okay, I do see a celebration coming, so that's looking good. Now, Virgo, you have miracles. Miracles can happen. So when you're manifesting and you don't believe something's going to happen, you can't negate that. So give the universe clear intentions, act as if it's happened. And I do see for some of you, miracles or sparks of miracles can happen too. So it's really interesting energy. Definitely a new beginning with love and new spiritual path too. All right, so that wraps it up for Virgo. Now we're going to move on to Libra. Libra, you have a spiritual tower here, and it's on the side. And this is here with sometimes choices, decisions, money, hurt feelings, and something we're suppressing at times, okay? Now, what I do feel here is a little bit of frustration. Yeah, I'm seeing that too. For some of you, could be dealing with someone in authority, or someone that you feel is a little bit too OCD is coming up here. Or this is just has too many structures or rules or something like that. So I do feel that a father figure could be coming through here too. So I am picking up that energy. Libra, this is a time of change. Okay, there is spiritual health here, also health and well-being, and moderation is important. Now, this is a time where you could be changing. Okay, it is important to be authentic, to be more true to yourself, because your way is the only way for you. So it's being authentic, being true to yourself is very, very important, because you got this spiritual evolution here. I do feel here too, you have the ability to work harder on something that you do want. Okay, so a little bit more diligence is going to be important. I do see here respect and gaining, and it's like some of you are going to say, hey, I want you to respect me more. Okay, you're taking the lead. You're trying to form some more stability and structure, and that this is why you have some kind of divine intervention. I want to say this is like a spiritual tower, so there are some changes. There's a sense of maybe someone's overprotective of you. This could be maybe your father. A father figure comes in and wants to give you advice because they're kind of overprotective. They're worried. I am seeing that energy for some of you, and you may feel that's controlling. All right, but this is a discipline. This is a time to discipline yourself to focus on the practicalities in life, and be very authentic. Okay, I do feel that something may be delayed. Okay, so you may have some kind of delays with whether it's finances, money that you're waiting on, or something that you're waiting on. There could be a delay, but it's going to benefit you. The delay will benefit you. Okay. All right, so that wraps it up for Libra, and now we move on to Scorpio. Scorpio, love, compassion for the self. Explore it is what I'm feeling here. Okay. You have also a tower here. This is your self-worth, health, your earnings, things of value, even shared resources at times. There's a strong message here for you. Manifestation is important. Making some choices, decisions, absolute decisions, where you can't take them back in a way. This is like, also, it's more about you, where it's like, yes, I can do it. I'm just going to go test things out, dip in with both feet in, and there's no going back, and see where I'm going to go from there. Okay. Because what I feel here is you're kind of holding yourself back. You have to explore, love, create, because the only thing that holds you back is you. It's like you're holding yourself back somehow. Be more fun-loving with love. Explore things. Don't always just say, oh, this person reminds me of this person, or, oh, they said this before. Kind of let love be an adventure too. So exploring and love and creating is very important, because the only thing I see here that holds you back from anything is yourself. What you want is there before you. It's definitely within reach. There is a little bit of divine timing here. So some certain events and choices that you make have to fall into place. I do feel there's going to be some quick news or something coming through. Rapid, swift action is what I'm feeling here. So some of you are going to start either moving. You can suddenly start traveling. You book a trip really quickly. There's some swift change. You can also turn around your thoughts really quickly and manifesting very quickly. So something you manifest could just actually appear. Okay. You may have to make some quick decisions. Okay. For some of you, it could be booking some travel trips. Messages are going to be important. This is a great time for social media. You could be getting a lot of messages from others too. So I do feel that too. But the only thing that's holding you back is you. Okay. So that's a strong message. All right, now we are moving on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, health, well-being is showing up here. Patience is also important, okay? There is some creativity here, or you got ambitions, you got goals. Maybe you start budgeting, saving money, but then you kind of stop. It's like an up and down, because maybe some things come along and you know what I mean? And sometimes you get frustrated and you make excuses. So I'm seeing that kind of energy. You definitely need to let love be your guide. Okay. So it's living a life from love and being guided by love, because some of you could be so frustrated or saying, oh, why me? Or why this? Why is that? But when you come from a place of gratitude and love, I know it's easier said than done, but that's when things tend to work out for you. So instead of being frustrated or disappointed, take action on some things, okay? And that's going to help your health, smooth out some obstacles too. There is a focus on people around you, and this could be also thinking or updating things in the home. Maybe there's been some broken cabinets. Maybe there's been some broken something they need to get fixed. So I'm seeing that kind of energy. So fixing things up is going to also be healthy for you. I do feel here that this is a time of saving your money, you're budgeting more, you're conserving more. Being frugal is going to be very important too. I do see that you're kind of fixing things up. This is like you're making things, you're building a form on something. You're forming things, maybe you're organizing. Your foundations are strong here too. You're making a lot of progress and you have the power. This is creating more stability in your life. For some of you, this is like maybe it's important to not tell everyone what is going on in your life. Be careful, your words could come and bite you, meaning just say you're filing some kind of a claim and then you kind of self-sabotage yourself because you kind of give them too many details and then it's like, we got you here. You know what I mean? Or this is, again, how much money you have, because you have to be building for your future. How much, what's going on, because other people could either be wanting to gather information about you or they want to kind of, I want to say, take your time, money, or energy or something like that. So I do feel that energy. Be careful of your words, okay? Because frustrations, you could just blurt something out and it's going to be hard to take it back. When you start some creative pursuit, whatever it is, you have to kind of stabilize it and not give up. And start building upon it. So I'm seeing that. Patience is really important here. Something is still, you're working on it, and it takes time to build those solid foundations, I want to say, okay? All right, so that wraps it up for Sagittarius, and now we move on to Capricorn. Capricorn, luck, money, home, family, all of that is there in foundation. We do see a tower here. This is your everyday routines, your health and well-being, or those of others. There is a strong energy here. For some of you, this is take care of your teeth. Maybe someone has wisdom teeth that need to be pulled out or some pain. I do feel that. I picked that up from someone. So maybe this is a good time to go to dentist, taking care of your teeth so they won't be a problem later. Okay, so I do feel that. For some of you, be careful of falls or slips, because I do see your bones. Someone could like sprain an ankle, or there is something here where, I don't know, someone out there might have hip surgery, planning it now, and that's going to relieve something. Something with bones or teeth is showing up here, I have to say, for someone. It's not for all of you. This is a time that I really feel that communication is going to be important, and this could be dealing with someone you grew up with or people around you. Could be even your neighborhood. There's something here, it's time to move on. Okay? So there's something that you need to kind of say or do or move on. You could be stopped. This could be communications you had with someone back and forth for a while, and now that's going to stop. It's a new way of communicating. It's time to move on, flow with the flow, go with the flow and see where it takes you. Okay? So kind of letting go of control somehow is very important. There is a big, intense energy here with love. For some of you, you're going to find love in your life, okay? Or this is renewing love. So I am seeing that a relationship may come through. A new one out of the blue. You may hear from someone you haven't talked to in a while, all right? For some of you, will be planning some kind of surgery or some kind of something you're removing here. There will be a strong ending and a strong new beginning here. Some of you are going to start leading, and you could be the lead speaker or the one that has all the ideas to formulate some kind of project. I do feel you're going to have a strong breakthrough. There is some clarity coming through. Your mind is sharper here, all right? But these are new ideas here. Success is on the way too. Powerful new beginnings definitely are coming up for you, but there's something you need to cut out or move from and go with the flow and see where it takes you. Interesting. All right. So that wraps it up for Capricorn. And now we are going to move on to Aquarius. Aquarius, this is your time to shine. You have a beautiful energy here. This is your hopes, dreams, your wishes, success, fortune, luck, epiphanies. Sometimes you're spiritually kind of being detoured or you get epiphanies and ideas. This is a strong time where you're dealing with some kind of insecurities or you feel you're not good enough with some things. But if you do, remember that love is the key. Loving yourself, love what you have in your life right now, not focusing on lack or what you could have been, should have been, or, oh, I could have had that, I should have done that. Focus on what you have right now. Love what you have in your life right now. It's very important. And that's going to kind of bring you some kind of luck, success, victory. I do feel a Taurus energy could be present. You could be dealing with a Taurus. You need to take time for yourself. Just go out, read a book, whatever you want to do. Take time for yourself. It's going to be very important. You need to relax a little because this is going to create a lot more positivity. Your pleasure and happiness is very important, and having fun. There can be some kind of celebration coming because there's going to be some kind of success. Some of you will be very successful in your endeavors. This could be with your finances. This could be with maybe finding a second job or a new job or a venture. So I'm seeing that kind of energy. Beautiful energy. You're in the spotlight too. There is going to be some recognition, success, but you are also coming to a rebirth. All is well with you. You have to look at it that way. But remember, you need to love what you have in your life right now. Also, focus on what you want now, because this is a wish fulfillment, beautiful, spiritual epiphany. So most of you, I'm seeing powerful, beautiful energies here. This moon really is going to bring you some strong new beginnings and success. All right. Okay. That wraps it up for the reading. Recommended to check, to review this during the next 2 weeks at least. And happy new moon to all of you. Bye for now.